Yes, sir. Now, today, we gonna talk about Future and what just happened to his artist the other day. Nah, it just came out on August 30th. Freebandz Trey reportedly murdered in Chicago. Nah, the news of this came out on August 30th. Now the thing about that is, if we take his full rap name, Freebandz Trey, it actually equals 83 in the full reduction cipher, just like the same day of the news of his death came out, 8/30. In numerology rules, the 0 has no value. So we have the 8 and we have the 3. But come on. Nah, this same day, for those of y'all that knew what was going on, it was a rare super blue moon that occurred on this same day, on August 30th, which is and will be the biggest full moon of 2023. We not even gonna see this occurrence again until 2037. So we already knew that a strong ritual was gonna occur on this day. Now, what's so crazy about the rare super blue moon that occurred on 8/30 is if we actually write out that phrase, rare super blue moon, it equals 883 in the blue cipher, the pure cipher, the reduction cipher, right? And this is the same day with the same numerology that the news came out about Freebandz Trey. What's the odds of that? But let's keep on going with this number 83, man, because we also know that 83 also equals murder, which we know that Freebandz Trey was murdered in Chicago. Murder equals 83. Even if you pay attention to the cover of the movie Murder by Numbers, you see the 8 and the 3 in the cover. It even stars Sandra Bullock, which equals 83 as well in the reverse reduction cipher. Well, come on. Right, because Future was even born in 1983. The death even occurred, right? Future's birthday this year is on the 83rd day of Trey's death on 8/3, when we already discussed the 83s, right? This even happened 283 days after his last birthday last year, right? So we see by the numbers, man. We see by the numbers that this is no coincidence that this just occurred. Well, come on. Now, let's take the reflection of 83, right? Because we know that we live in a dualistic world where duality is applied, right? So if we take the duality of 83, we get 38. So it's very interesting that he passed away on August 30th when 8 plus 30 equals 38. Even Trey equals 38. Murder equals 38. Killing, Lucifer, and rapper equals 38 as well. This is why it's so many rappers that get caught up in these rituals, man. King Von equal 38. Trey Savage equal 38. These are all rappers that have been murdered, right? Murder by numbers. Come on. Nah, speaking of the 38, man, because like I said, man, everything that happens in this industry is worked out by the person's date of birth, whether they were really born on that day or whether it's fabricated just for the ritual to line up. You know, when they go through their rebirth ritual and they get a new birthday. Watch the movie Starry Eyes. It explains that when she got done killing everybody that was in her house, she went up in the ground. They buried her in the ground and how you say, reenacted her death, and she came back out the ground, rebirth, and they gave her a new birthday. Right. So if we take Future's birthday this year, man, November 20th, 2023, and we break down the date numerology, we get 74 and 38. Just like Lucifer, Killing, and Rapper. So this was already set in stone that Future was gonna have to make a sacrifice for his music career, like they all do. No matter how long it takes, a sacrifice is gonna come. No matter how long it takes. Or that person might just end up being the sacrifice one day. It has a funny way of working out. But I want you to pay attention to Killing and Lucifer, right? Because it's very interesting that Future's artist was killed 11 weeks and 5 days before Future's next birthday. Just like Killing equals 115, Lucifer and Masonic all equal 115 as well. So now we get that not only was it a ritual for their god Lucifer and the many other deities that these people serve, right? We also see that it was a Masonic ritual as well. So let's get down to it. And it's interesting that the Freebandz logo, man, uses that eagle, the same eagle that's on the US dollar, and the same eagle that's the 33rd degree Masonic slogan. Excuse me, Masonic logo. It's something about that eagle, man. But don't even worry about it, man. Don't even worry about it, man. In due time, it will reveal itself why they like that eagle, right? But come on, man. Come on. Because if we take the 33rd degree Masonic slogan, which is Order Ab Chaos, translated in English, order out of chaos, which is exactly what these people do. So we'll always look to the government for the answer because they gave you the problem and the solution, right? So with that being said, order out of chaos equals 222 in the English language backwards. Now, Future's birthday is on the second month and the 22nd day of his artist's death, just like Order Out of Chaos. Now, the number 222 in Gematria is not to be confused with the number 222 in numerology. Gematria and numerology are two different things, but they also go hand in hand sometimes, right? But this is not to be confused with the angel number 222. Everything has a dualistic meaning, right? Everything has a good meaning to it and a bad meaning to it, depending on how you use it. I could use a pencil to do my homework, but I could also use a pencil as a weapon. Does that mean that the pencil is a bad thing to have? Or does that mean that I just did a bad thing with the pencil? But come on. Because 222 has above, so below also equals 222 in reverse. Just like hell equals 222 in Sumerian. Hell, Sumerian. The English language multiplied by 6. But come on. Right? Because speaking of the number 6, man, Future's most recent post on his Instagram. Right? He only has 2 posts on his Instagram. This is the second post. The most recent one that he has made. And he made it on the 216th day of the year, which is a product of 6 times 6 times 6. And what's so crazy, at the time that I found this, at the time that I was doing my little due diligence, the picture happened to have 1,666,000 likes. See, that let me know that I'm in tune. I'm in tune with the synchronicities, man. That's what that mean right there. That mean I'm on the right track. You see what I'm saying? That mean Kinfolk keep on going. That's what that mean right there. So come on. Because if we take this most recent post that he made on his Instagram, which was August 4th, 2022, and we take it to the death of his artist died on the 56th week. Now, what's the resemblance? What's the significance of that, right? What's the significance of the number 56? Society of Jesus equals 56 in the pure cipher. Now, the Society of Jesus, aka the Jesuits, this is who is over the entertainment industry. Watch the movie They Clone Tyrone Again, and you gonna see they symbol in that movie where they flashed it inside that church where they was programming the people, cloned the pastor to keep the flock at a certain level of understanding. And inside that church, right before he hit that button to go underground, they show you the Jesuit symbol. They show you who they are. You just have to pay attention. Nah, the number 56, man, this is very interesting as it pertains to Future, because if we go back, Future had a mixtape called 56 Nights. Future had a mixtape called 56 Nights. And you wonder why he did that. See, his rap name being Future is no mistake either, because they use him to give you predictive programming. Now, Dr. Kevin Samuels' last interview, right, with a famous individual, it happened to be Future, and they was doing the interview for, it was called Healing Together with Dr. Kevin Samuels, which was a part of Future's EP called Worst Day. This was predictive programming telling you that Dr. Kevin Samuels' worst day was yet to come. Because if we combine this 56, then we'll understand why on 5/6, Kevin Samuels was pronounced dead at the age of 56 when Dr. Kevin Samuels equals 56 in the pure cipher. Nah, Orlando Brown's had a interesting insight on Dr. Kevin Samuels' death. He said Dr. Kevin Samuels faked his death, and he called him Shaitan, which is another word for Satan. I'll play that in this clip.
Okay. Were you turned in with Kevin Samuels at all?
I like Kevin Samuels. I don't mind Shaitan. Shaitan is cool with me. I know Kevin Samuels is Shaitan. Shaitan's cool with me.
He was very controversial.
He is very controversial. Yeah, he's cool.
About his views on women and.
Yeah, well, I just can't. I don't get with people that fake their deaths, bro. It's just, I'm sorry. That's why they want my ass dead, because I'm not gonna sit here and play with you. Like, the nigga not dead. He's family, and I love the fuck out of Shaitan, bro.
But come on. Back to Freebandz, right? Because this is Future's label. This is the label that Trey was signed to. So it's very interesting that the Freebandz artist was pronounced dead August 30th, 2023. When, if we break down that date numerology, we get 81 and 45, just like Freebandz and just like Ritual. This was a ritual. This was a Masonic ritual for Freebandz, for the label as a whole. And you know what? I gotta double back on OGD, because I believe OGD was an early sacrifice for Future's Freebandz as well. Yeah, OGD. For those of y'all that know, we gonna double back on that. But come on. Nah, last but not least, man. Interesting enough, man. Future's most recent album before the death of his artist. His album is called I Never Liked You. So the day that this came out, right? If we take the span from Freebandz Trey, from Future's artist to Future's most recent album called I Never Liked You, the death came out a year, and on the 124th day of this album release, just like Future's whole name, Nevadius, listen, Demon Will Burn. It equals 124 in the reverse reduction cipher. See, he can try to change his name, but the name that you was born with when you came out the portal or your mama's womb, it means everything. So you can change your name. You can change your name all you want to, but that's not gonna change what didn't already happen. You can't change the past, bro. You can try to run from it, but it hit different when it's gonna catch up with you. But yeah, that's all we have. Last but not least, to finish the powerful ritual, right? This album was released on 33 date numerology. This is one of the most powerful numbers in the universe. The number 33. Do your homework on the number 33. The 33 vertebrae in your spine. right? Jesus living for a perfect 33 years. This represents the Christ consciousness that's inside of all of us, that's within everybody. So yes, you can use numerology to your own benefit, right? That doesn't mean that you have to sacrifice people. This is what these goofy people do. They join Freemasonry just to learn the same things that I'm telling you, that I'm teaching you about. They do all this, take out all their loved ones, when you can manifest your own reality without even doing that. That's what they don't know. But that's all we have for this video. Appreciate y'all for all the love. Appreciate y'all for all the support. And I'm out.